Hey everybody, so today I'm going to clean and paint the inside of the grain drill. Should be getting the adapter for that tomorrow so I can do a compression test on it, make sure that it's the right head that I'm pulling off. Got the plow going, plowed this whole strip all the way down. I don't know if you can really see the dirt back in there, but from the road all the way down to the end is about a quarter mile. So I'm going to plant sunflowers there, disc the field up over there for somebody. And this one I'm painting it because as you can see in here, it's all nice and rusty. And I bought it like this. You got dirt in here from planting, but I'm gonna go through and I'm going to use a needle gun and a sandblast gun. Cause I don't have a sandblaster and I feel like buying one, so I just bought the little gun for 20 bucks. So we're going and you can see it's kind of cancerous in here. Spot. So I'm gonna needle gun the bottom here, and I want to sandblast that edge. What happened with this one's already been messed up from the original owner. You can see all this caulk here. He got in an accident or something happened and it bent, and so he's got it sealed up all the way over there because in spots here you can like right here where there's no caulk you can see daylight through there. My goal on this year is to paint this whole thing, and I'm sure getting in the accident with this thing didn't help when I bought it. Probably bent it worse. I'll show you right up in here. Kind of see right there is the weld. Something was going around me, ran into me, and a jackknife and spin around, pointing in the other lane. Totally ruined his car, but trashed this wheel and tire. This is a new wheel and tire, which are kind of hard to find now, up here at least. And then bent this whole thing. You can see it's still kind of bent right in here. There was a crease there, but you can't see it because of all the dirt and stuff. And what we had to do was that truck I had it hooked up. The tongue was bent too, so we hooked up to the truck. And I ran a chain from here to that headache rack, and then I got another truck and we hooked it up. I think we just we just hooked it up right in here. No. Where we hooked up? We hooked up in here somewhere. And then we used that truck to pull on it. And then where I just pointed it on this side too, we had this tire off right up on blocks and we're just pulling a lot of tension on it. And then we're hitting the creases with a sledgehammer and kind of straighten it out as best as we could. And then the axle was bent, and that's, that big around cast steel, and had to cut it off and re-weld it. But I'm going to try to get this all cleaned up and painted today. And I'm not going to show you a video of it because it's going to take a while and it's windy and there's no sense of you seeing me do that, but I'll show you. None of you know what a needle gun is. I'll show you what that is. Or descaling gun, whatever you call it. This is a compact one. It's just these little things. It's a little air cylinder, air hammer, and it just vibrates and chips it away. And then I got the little gun there that I'm going to use. So I'll show you what it looks like in a little bit. So I'm going to show you what. There's one thing when you use a needle gun for sure, especially in something like this, a hollow box. It's going to be louder than hell. For your protection. But I see I got a little bit done here. Mainly what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this to get all the scale off. I'm going to come through the sandblaster to get the rest of the rust off. Let's think about going and trying to find some of that, what's that called, rust converter or whatever. Or at least some phosphoric acid. I've used that on ships to help clean up rust. And then I'm going to blow it off. I'll show you what it looks like. How rust, it's really looking pretty bad because probably the caulk probably didn't help at all. Yeah, so now you can actually see pretty good how bad it is in here. What you get for buying something on auction. Ow! Ow! Bitch! So you can see here, it's not getting down the bare, it's getting all the flakes off. You can use these to the point where you get down to bare metal, but it just takes some time. Like right here, you can see it's starting to get shiny. I'm just using it to get all the flakes off, and then I'm going to come through with the sandblaster, and then I'll get it down to bare metal, and then prime and paint. So, show you then. I'll show you. I'll do a little quick bit with the sandblaster so I can show you. Just gotta wait for the air compressor to catch up. Alright, everybody. Still working on the grain drill. Getting it all sanded. Goddamn. Remember why I kept wearing this shirt. Still working on the grain drill here. I'll show you. You got a lot of sand in here. That's kind of what it looks like now. Yeah, you know, see, clean metal. Still got rust. I might sandblast some more of it, but I'm more just trying to get all the loose stuff off now. This is what it would look like if I spent all the time and completely got all the rust out. But I mean, this, you know, it made everything look like this pretty much from there to here, and that took me about 3 hours. So it'll take me another 3 hours to do the rest of it. I mean, not 3 hours, because I needle gunned this whole thing first, you know, to get the big flakes off. But we'll see how I'm feeling when I finish sandblasting all the loose stuff off. And then this I'm not even going to sand. I'm going to take a DA and just sand it down and rough it up. And then we'll see how I feel when I get to that point, and maybe I'll go through and try to get more rust off. Didn't really hit that spot all too good, but we'll see. I'll let you know. So, almost done. Well, at least I'm almost done, because I'm about ready to say screw it and paint it. But I'll find the blowgun, but it's in here. So, pretty well sandblasted. Not as good as it should be, but in here I'm taking the DA, sanding it up, roughing it up. That's what it looks like before. It's gonna rough everything up and give it a good coat of primer, and then paint, and then let it sit overnight. Well, actually, I gotta put the Bondo on it first, and then I'll paint it. So depending on how long it takes for the Bondo to set up enough to paint will determine on when I paint it, and if I can do it tonight. So I'll actually look at the directions now while waiting on the air compressor. So I'm putting the Bondo on right now. I'll show you the can. I think I already did, but kind of a pain in the ass. Just put this stuff on. It just finally set up. That's why I didn't get all of it done there. And I got it all in there. That's right here. See, they're really set up faster now. We didn't have the hardener tube mixed up quite good enough, so when I went to go squeeze the hardener out, it was a lot of hardener came out real quick because it was separated. When you squeeze this stuff out, it's like a gel. When it's separated, the hardener itself is watery. It's watery as hell, and just a whole bunch of it came out, and I was like, oh boy, do this real quick. But this is the stuff I got. It's a fiber strand body filler from Napa, and it's not quite the stuff I wanted. And it is, but it isn't. This is the fine. I want it to coarse, so it looks like it actually has fiberglass in it, so it'll be stronger. But regular Bondo, it'd probably crack a lot easier, a lot sooner. And so I'm hoping this stuff works. That was like at the Napa in Suttons Bay, which is probably more expensive than Napa's in other places, but it's like 70. Well, with the gallon of acetone and the gallon of that, like $78. So it's probably like 60 something for just the Bondo. The one thing I'm doing too is like you see the metering reels right there, trying to make sure I don't get any Bondo in there, because that'll probably be a nightmare. And so yeah, gonna mix up another tiny little batch, finish up that one spot, and then I'm gonna let it harden for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I'm gonna go through and start filing and sanding it down so it's smoother, so I can put on another coat. I'm gonna do one more coat and try to make it look better. And then yeah, then I'll finish sanding the inside of the planter and maybe get a primer coat and paint on tonight, and let that dry out and do another coat first thing in the morning. So I just got done putting the final coat on the grain drill, so I'll show you what it looks like. I don't think I took a video of the primer coat, but it pretty much looks like this, but gray. Yeah, there's maybe a couple thin spots in areas, but I didn't take it all down to bare metal, so the parts that were bare metal got a good layer on them. Might buy some more paint and paint it later on, I don't know. Maybe when I do the outside I'll paint the inside again, but there it is. Nice and shiny, nice and fresh. And I'm going to close the lid, because I don't know, it shouldn't be raining anymore today. Come on. Shouldn't rain anymore today, but just in case it does, I don't want to get water in there. You kind of see it's dark. It was raining pretty good this morning, but you know, right now there's nothing on the radar, but something could be popping up, I don't know. But there we go. That's all done. Needs to just dry out. And if this weather does break and we get some sun today, it gets warm, I'm gonna open that hood back up and let it dry out even more. And then yeah, should be good to plant sunflowers this afternoon. Yeah, it says, you know, 24 hours. Just things just, oh, she can't right here. Plus I had to thin it out because stuff's so thick I don't want to spray too easily. Here it says, may recoat when fully dry, usually 24 hours. I did in a little over 12. Dries the touch 2 to 4 and the handle in 4 to 8. At 21 degrees, 70 degrees Celsius, 50% humidity. Allow more for cooler and higher humidity. Well, it's about 70, I think, percent humidity, because it just got done raining, but it might be going down. Last night when I painted it was around 45, but it was almost 80 degrees. Right now it's probably, I haven't really checked, but it's probably in the mid 60s. So, and it is 10 o'clock, so yeah, by noon, if all this weather breaks and we get some sun, I can open it up. I should be able to plant sunflowers just right around dinner time tonight, which is what I want to do, because now that the ground's all nice and wet, it'll give the seed some good moisture to germinate and take off. I'll get the cultipacker, because I left that in the field, because I might show you when I go get it. Gotta take the tractor over to get it. It's just down the road, but nice field, but the snow drifts in this one spot, and we had snow. I think the snow didn't finally leave that spot, I was told, because I wasn't here. It didn't leave that spot till about first week of May, so it's only been no snow there for a month now, and it was still wet. It's real thick, dark clay mixed soil. It's like I remember shaking cherries in the orchard up the hill, top of a hill, splashed a little bit of water out of the tanks, and you got yourself a mud pit on a dry July day. So I was pulling the planter, planting soybeans, this planter, and next thing you know, I was spinning, couldn't move, so I just stopped real quick, unhooked the cultipacker, and took right off. So that was good. Went out there with the shovel, and our eyes are sticking together. Went out there with a shovel, filled in the ditch, the trenches, and didn't end up planting the spot I wanted to plant because it was too wet. Like front tires were breaking through, and so just gotta go out there with the tractor, pick the cultipacker up, bring it over here, and I can plant all this, make it nice and smooth. I pull it right behind the planter, and yeah, it'll be all done planting finally, and then I can work on other projects like this truck and the big tractor. Finish buttoning that all up, fix the power washer so I can clean it up before I put the hood back on. So yeah, I'll show you the cultipacker when I go pick it up.